It is well.
Just out of curiosity and just for emphasis, your name is Computer and we are discussing computers. Is that your real name?
Yes, computer is my real name.
Like real name?
Yeah. It's part of my name. My full name is Uncle Rashid Computer. That is my full name.
Interesting.
And it's captured in my Ghana card, my travel document, that's passport, and even my voter ID card. Unfortunately, the EC is trying to mess up with my name.
So your surname is Computer, so I can call you Dr. Computer.
Fantastic, that is it.
Interesting. Out of curiosity again, is that like a local name which sounds like a computer? Is actually the computer as in a device?
Yes, as a computer, the spelling is the same, but it might mean different things, but it's the same spelling.
I was going to ask how you got that name or where you got it from, but it's okay.
I'm sure you ask somebody called Lab. Why the person is called Lab?
No, I won't ask you. So let's leave it. That's what I said. I was just curious, but it's okay. Thank you.
Very well.
Your boss, the General Secretary, says that there is some opacity with the Electoral Commission. Clarify for us what he means when he says that.
Sandra, clearly this current Electoral Commission, they are not helping Ghanaians and they are not helping our democracy. Their posturing is just not helping the kind of peaceful elections that everybody is looking for. Because this is an Electoral Commission which we expect that they should be transparent. They should open up to civil society stakeholders like the political party, the NDC. We are major stakeholders. They need to open up, be transparent to us in all their dealings, but not to put some iron gate between us and their operations. Don't forget, if not because of the whistleblower who gave us this information about the missing of the laptops. In fact, it's not only laptops. There are even more. Only that we are holding them to what they still insert laptops. But we are still holding on to our chest other information which we have teased out the 35 questions for them to answer, after which will come out with the other information that we have. They were keeping it to themselves. They didn't want Ghanaians to know that items have started missing in their vaults. These vaults are kept under CCTV cameras, and they are protected by heavily built military men and police at the EC headquarters. You go there, my brother, Sanda. It's like you are in Somalia. The whole place cordoned with heavy built security people. So if we have this arrangement there, and yet somebody can manage his way through to pick such vital gadgets out, and the EC kept this one for a very long time. They've been managing the information. They don't want anybody to know. Thank God, a whistleblower blew them up, gave the information to us, and we passed it to our parliamentarians. And they were answering questions under oath when they met the parliamentarians at the Public Account Committee, so they couldn't lie. And only to come out and were rubbishing a press conference held by the minority leader when he spoke about the missing DVDs. And they were trying to say no DVD was missing. Only for us, when we met at IPAC just recently, for them to admit that clearly some DVDs cannot be found. And they tried to use adjectives to describe the missing DVDs. One of the commissioners said they were vandalized. Okay, if things were vandalized, where are the pictures of vandalized DVDs? So clearly they are very opaque in their operations. And we think that with this kind of posturing, they don't want to give us free, fair, transparent election come December 7th. Hence our calling for investigation. We demanded 3 major items from them. First, we gave them 35 questions, and we want official response from them. That's the first demand. They should answer the 35 questions. The questions bordered on the integrity of the EC based on the missing DVRs. Second, yes?
Yeah, go ahead, land.
Second, our second demand is that we want forensic audit of the equipment they have at the Electoral Commission and the register currently. Sanda, the current register we have, the one compiled 2023, is bedeviled with a lot of discrepancies. It cannot be used for any purpose. I'm surprised they are even going ahead to have a by-election with that kind of register. A register that people will go to polling station and cannot find their names in the register. Sunday, I'm not sure you have your name in the register because I don't know whether you voted in the District Assembly election. A lot of my colleagues went to vote during the District Assembly election and their names were missing in the register. So we are demanding an audit, forensic audit of that register before they can think of going for this limited registration. And the last demand is that we want an audit of the security setup of the Electoral Commission. And the commissioners themselves, they are posting an attitude and all the gadgets under their care. This thing we are demanding is not for only NDC. It's for the soul of our democracy. The soul of our democracy must be protected. And that is why we are demanding audit.
I don't know if the EC would have answers to you on that, but Dr. Sribo Kweku of the Electoral Commission's Director of Electoral Services spoke to Joy FM, in which interview he said that some of their personnel had been handed over to the police. I want you to just listen to that soundbite and give me a reaction to it.
What I can say on authority is that we lost one BVD in North Town, and what happened was that they normally package this in the ballot boxes. You put your systems and you seal. In the course of transporting, you go there, they couldn't trace the ballot box. So we report to the police. We have lost this, and these are the suspects. So investigate and let them go through the legal regime. Whatever has to be done, should be done. They have been interdicted. They are now going through the security investigation. So the police, I'm told that they will be arraigned before court soon. If they are found guilty, the law should deal with them. We suspect that they are involved. The investigation will establish whether there are we have prima facie case or whatever. Because we're talking about state property.
So that's Dr. Sribo Kwaku. He is Director of Electoral Services of the Electoral Commission. Dr. Tankozo, you've heard him there. Does that satisfy your fears? Because your General Secretary talks about the skepticism with the Electoral Commission and other matters. The fact that they've handed over 3 of their own to the police, that should give you some confidence, shouldn't it?
Sandra, this Electoral Commission, they are always evasive in answering and then getting information out to the general public. We are taking this information with a pinch of salt because you remember, even the IPAC meeting we held, it was our behest. We wrote letter to them demanding an emergency IPAC meeting. They were not ready to call an IPAC meeting on the matter. It was because of our expose that they quickly arranged and got some people and said, okay, now, part of our 35 question is that they should indicate when did they hand over those people to them. Because we know the time those items were missing, because our whistleblower gave us, our intelligence gave us all this information. And we're on their heels. We are asking them, the CCTV camera would have informed them. When did they get to know that these items were missing? Why were they keeping all these questions? Why did they have to wait until when NDC started exposing this and then they quickly arrange some people and send them there? These are questions that we want the kings over there, the kings at the Electoral Commission, to answer. They shouldn't come and be telling us this cock and bull story of we want the due process of this. If you knew of due process, why were you keeping this information to yourself all this while until we trigger this investigation thing that they quickly ran to do this? Were they not denying that no BVDs were missing? Didn't they come out to hold a press conference and rubbish what we were saying? But
they said that it is BVRs, not BVDs. And
there are two. Sandra, there are two. The BVR is in respect of registration. That is what they are saying, that 5 laptops have got missing. Then the BVDs are the ones that are used for elections. And that one, they were rubbishing that it never happened. Only for them to admit at IPAC that it did happen, that they cannot have found some of them. And you remember they also wrote a memo to their directors that they should account for 28 of them. Apart from the one missing, they are also unaccounted 28 BVDs. So we are even talking of 3 issues. 3 issues are bothering this current Electoral Commission, and they are being evasive like that. We can continue with this kind of attitude.
Very well.
That is what we are telling Ghanaians, to watch them, and everybody should help NDC. They shouldn't think that NDC is the only party that is looking for the soul of this country and our democracy. These things that they are doing, and the civil society, Christian community, Islamic community, and the whole mother of all organizations known as Peace Council, they are quiet about this. We are just waiting. About 2-3 months, they will come to our office and asking us to come and sign anything. We will walk them away. We won't sign anything. Can't they see what is going on in the Electoral Commission? Why are they quiet?
You are not going to work with them.
No, well, I'm saying that why are they quiet with this serious issue that border on the integrity of Electoral Commission and the elections of Ghana? And they are quiet. Don't you know that these are the issues that bring instability in the country? Somebody who is supposed to be neutral, who is supposed to keep the soul of the democracy, because you are to conduct election to elect a president for Ghana and our parliamentarians who are going to decide our fate for us, and you start allowing things to be getting out of hand in your commission, and people who are supposed to speak are quiet. So they want us to go with this process, with this murky process up to December 7th, and they will come and declare all manner of results for us, and they will tell us that, okay, where they are, that's what we are telling them. We want the right thing to be done.
Very, very well. We have a by-election coming up, which you referenced, the Ejisu by-election. Is your party preparing to take part?
FEC will take a decision on this. The Functional Executive Committee will take a final decision on it, either for us to contest or not. So that one, we're waiting on that. When FEC comes out with a decision, we'll go by it.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
The pleasure is mine.
That's Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer. He's Deputy Director of Elections of the National Democratic Congress.